Hello traders, P. Consington from iHub here today, and I want to talk to you about the stock chart for NANI, Neologic Animation Incorporated, which is a Pink Sheets traded company. So the first thing I want to point out here is the RSI, which is just now entering the buy zone, which is around 50. That means there's plenty of room to run up here, and that's a great thing that this stock could break out pretty far with this kind of room to run on the RSI. And it just entering the buy zone is the perfect time to get in, as long as the other indicators line up, and they do, and I'll get into that. So the next thing I want to point out here is that you'll notice that there has been a falling wedge pattern that has been broken out of. I'll draw those lines really quickly. So that's the bottom part, and the top part here. Go from here. So you'll see that the wedge has been broken out of, which is a great sign for a breakout. I mean, a falling wedge is a very strong reversal pattern, and you'll see that there was a downtrend here. And since it's been broken out of and it held above on the close today, that's a very bullish sign. So in the near term, probably tomorrow, another indicator I expect to change would be the parsar, and that is this blue one right here. Basically, it's a lagging trend indicator, so as soon as the price per share hits the parsar, it's going to flip, and I do expect that to break tomorrow and flip on the daily, so that will be a great sign. You'll notice when it flipped before, we had this huge green day the next day in the coming days, so it's a big indicator, and it works together with the ADX, which is down here. And the ADX is a trend strength indicator, and you'll see there's three lines here. There's the ADX line, which is this blue one, and there's a green one, and there's a red one. And the green one is called the plus DI line, and the red one's called the minus DI line. And when the green line is above the red line and the ADX, it's a very bullish sign. And since the ADX line is actually above 20, it's at 30.98, so almost 31. That means that a bullish trend is strengthening. And this was developed by the same guy that developed the parsar, so they work together and they show that a bullish trend is starting to form and it's strengthening. So another indicator I want to point out here would be the fact that this is a volume by price right here, and you'll see that there was a lot of green volume at a few levels that were much higher in price than we're at now, and that generally means that people are going to be holding from that price level in order to either try to profit off of a run or at least break even. So you'll see that this area had a lot of people dumping, so this area should be pretty easy to break through. But up here in these higher levels, there was a lot of buying, so there should be resistance up here, and I'll draw that line really quickly. There should be resistance in this area at about 14.5, 13.5 cents. So that would be a resistance right there to watch out for. And then another one could be even this area right here at 4 cents. So as long as that first resistance breaks, I truly believe that there could be a run up to that second resistance in possibly even a week's time, depending on how fast this moves. So it all depends on volume, and as you can see, there was a lot of volume today. Right here is an EMA of 60 days for volume and it's overlaid, so we're way above the 60 EMA for volume, way above it, and that's a great sign that there was a lot of buying pressure today and that a big move is likely coming. You can see when there was other big volume days, like here, the stock broke out pretty big for a few days there, so we could be seeing a pretty big move like that even. Another thing I want to point out really quickly is the MACD. It's looking like it's about to cross, it actually did cross already, and it's looking to diverge more and go positively. So we're looking really good MACD wise. And another indicator I want to point out really quickly would be the ROC. It's entering a pretty volatile area, so volatility is coming. That's a good sign right here for a big change, a big move. Volatility is good in penny stocks. It makes things move quickly, and ultimately that's part of the thrill. That's part of why a lot of people play penny stocks, is because they move quick and can quickly earn a lot of gains for people. You'll notice that the Trix is also moving up, looking more bullish, and that's another momentum indicator. And also, the Bollinger Bands are pinched pretty tight. Those are these light blue lines right here and right here. They're pinching pretty tight, and that also signals that volatility is coming, and generally when the Bollinger Bands pinch, there's a pretty big price move. So seeing as there was a large accumulation day here today, I would imagine that the stock is going to break out pretty big tomorrow and possibly over the course of the week. So I'm bullish on NANI, and I'm not an investment professional, but that's my personal opinion. So I can't be held responsible for it. Make your own investment decisions and be responsible for your own decisions. Good luck, have fun.